Hello, everyone. If you are looking to be successful in business, then you're in for an absolute treat because today I've got with me a complete expert who's built two businesses. Her name is Vashali Shah, and she's going to be giving you some habits so that you can take your business to the next level. Over to you, Vashali.
Thank you very much, Julie. Such a pleasure to be here. So, as Julie said, I'm Vashali. I run two businesses. I run Creative ID, which is a branding and marketing consultancy. So I help create brands stand out, get noticed by the right people for the right reasons, online, in print, on social. So I work across various industries, from food and hospitality to lifestyle and creative businesses, as well as coaches and consultants. And I also run Ananya Cards, which is a wedding and event stationery business. So think about all the stationery for your special occasions, such as your milestone birthdays, your weddings, corporate events. So those are my two businesses. And what I've noticed is that things have changed over the last 25 years. The tools we use, technology, trends, they've all changed. But what has kind of kept me focused are five habits that have helped me create two successful businesses with purpose, with creativity. And that's what I wanted to share today, my five habits that kind of have made it possible to run my businesses for 25 years. They're simple, they're practical, whether you're starting out as a new business owner or whether you're leading a team, hopefully you will find them useful.
I can't wait, Vashali.
Thank you. Thank you. So, habit one, stay curious and keep learning. There's a business myth that once you've got experience, you've figured it all out. That's not true. That's not what I found. I have found that being experienced has not made me complacent. In reality, all the stages of growth, there are setbacks, there are challenges. They keep you learning, keep you on your toes. And so for me, learning and being curious is really important. Now, that could be learning from my team, from my clients, from mistakes that I've learned, from other industries, cultural shifts. They all kind of help me be the person that I am. And I make time to learn. That's really important to kind of build that habit in. So that's from listening to podcasts, attending conferences, reading topics outside of my common interests. That's something that I've kind of built into my business. And I believe that curiosity keeps us relevant in a world that keeps changing. And with that, I'd also say about being agile, having a resilient mindset. That's helped me because over 25 years, there's been economic crisis, there's been the pandemic, but being flexible, being agile, having that mindset to be flexible and kind of be resilient, that's really helped me through. So I would ask you, when was the last time you learned something out of curiosity? Not because you had to, but because you wanted to. Habit two, know when to ask for help. So in the early days, funds were limited and I did everything. I was admin, I was the bookkeeper, I was the tea lady, I did marketing, I did it all. And I thought asking for help was a weakness. It showed that I wasn't capable. But actually, with experience, I've seen that actually it's part of growth, it's part of being a successful leader. So I would say outsource wisely and focus on your strengths. And that's been really important to me. And growth in my businesses occurred once I hired specialists. The first hire was an accountant. As a creative, I'm not good at numbers. And so I knew that it would be better to hire a bookkeeper and an accountant. It saved me stress, it saved me time. So that's something I would say, that look at what your strengths are and then outsource wisely to people that have better strengths than you. So you use your time wisely. And I would also say, related to that, is build a good, solid network. I think that's important. Surround yourself with strong individuals, people that can help you, that can help accelerate your business. So I often say, you don't scale by being a superhero, you scale by building a strong team. And so for me, team is very important. My habit three is nurture client relationships beyond projects. I'm very fortunate that I've got several clients that have been with me for over a decade. And I also have a celebrity Michelin star chef who's been with me for all 25 years. So I'm really proud and very grateful for that. But that didn't happen by accident. It's done through care and nurturing those relationships beyond the project. Once the project is finished, it's about keeping that relationship going, checking in with clients, celebrating their milestones, see how they're doing, sending handwritten notes just because. I like to see these relationships as I like to see them as people rather than projects. And I still have that same excitement 10 years in as when I first started the project. And I think that's important, to still be excited, not to get complacent, but to have that excitement about running the business and working with those projects. I will share a story. When I was at university, my father used to post me articles from newspapers and magazines that he thought I would find interesting. So it could be business related, it could be a spa that he thought I would enjoy, it could be a travel experience. But I really liked that, and it really kind of resonated with me that he'd taken that care. He saw something, thought it would be of value to me, and he posted it to me. And that's something that I've tried to incorporate in my business. So what I do is I keep in touch with clients, and it could be a restaurant recommendation if I think they're going to like a restaurant. It could be a podcast that I think they'd enjoy. It could be an event that I think they'd find valuable, or if I'm being invited to an event, it's something I can invite them to. And it's about those moments to kind of build that rapport, build that relationship with the client. So it's not just transactional, but actually it's very much that human touch. And I think in kind of today's age, I think that human touch is going to become even more important. And on the back of that, I've kind of built friendships from my clients through doing this, which I love. So generally, I would say as a habit is nurture those relationships with your clients, but not just your clients, any of your business cheerleaders, any of your well-wishers, your supporters, whoever's kind of helped you in your business. I'd say that's really important to recognize them and nurture those relationships. So I would say to you today, like, who could you reconnect with this week? Is there somebody that has supported you, or a past client that you feel you could reach out to today? My habit 4 is make things happen, always the entrepreneur. So for me, it's about taking action. Could be small, could be scary, but that has really helped me as an entrepreneur and seizing opportunities. So naturally, I'm introverted, and so even doing what I'm doing today is really stepping out of my comfort zone. But I know to grow my businesses, this is something that I need to do. So at the beginning, for several years, you would not see my face on social media. I would turn down speaking opportunities. I would turn down press opportunities. But I realized to grow my businesses, I needed to face the fear, and I needed to come out of my comfort zone. And so now you will see me giving branding and marketing workshops. You will see me answering press inquiries, doing trainings and guest podcasts. So I think that's something that's really kind of important to me. And I think to help with your business and to help grow your business is to take action, take risks. I set up a base in Dubai almost 4 years ago, knowing 3 people in Dubai. But I set up a base here because I knew it would be good for the expansion of my businesses. So I would kind of encourage people to try and put that habit into their business. And for me, being an entrepreneur for 25 years, entrepreneurship for me means getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's what it's about, saying yes before you're ready and taking action. So I would ask you, what are you putting off? What can you do to take one small step today? And my 5th habit is give to grow, and the power of giving back. So this is a rewarding habit, and that I've made an intentional part of my business about giving back. So since day one, I give 10% of profits to charity. And for this year, for my 25th milestone year, I am donating £15,000 worth of branding and marketing support across 3 charities. as my way of giving back and sharing my knowledge. So that's something that's really, I feel, at the heart of the business. 25 years ago, I didn't even know what CSR was. It was just something that I've been brought up with and something that I wanted to do. Similarly, for my Ananya Card stationery business, I'm very aware that it's a business that revolves around paper. So I I plant trees for every stationery order. So for me, that's something from day one that I've wanted to build into the business. It can also take shape in mentoring. It can take shape in kind of pro bono support, sharing networks. So that's something that has really kind of helped me in the business, and it's a habit that I have included from day one, because I viewed success, not just income, but impact. I want to make a positive impact on my clients, on the planet, on the communities around me. So that's something that is really important to me. So I would ask you, how can you build giving back into your business? So it's been 25 years, and there's been ups, there's been downs. It's been a roller coaster. But with the pandemic, with the recessions, with the economic crisis, there's also been lots of wins, and I'm very grateful for that. And one habit that that my mother told me many years ago when I was growing up, but something that I still practice today, is before I go to sleep, think about three wins that you've done. So it could be you made someone smile. It could be you've tried something new. It could be that newsletter that you've been putting off, you finally made a start on it, or that email that you just kept ignoring, you finally answered it. Whatever it is, it's kind of, thinking about those wins, and actually you can be surprised that how many wins you actually have had in the day, and often it will be more than three. So that's certainly something that I've adopted into my life. And I think it's all about reflection, taking a pause, because we're often just so busy and chasing day after day and project after project. So for me, it's kind of having that quiet time, that pause, that reflection on what we've done, not to be too hard on ourselves, but actually see the achievements we've made. So those are kind of, they're not revolutionary habits, but they're real habits to me that have made the difference in my business career.
Oh my goodness, Vashali, I'm so grateful to you for sharing that and really for stepping out of your comfort zone and acknowledging that you stepped out of your comfort zone and came on anyway. I think that's absolutely wonderful. And I mean, everything you said is absolute gold. And there were some things that I certainly got from that I'm going to watch the recording, and I'm going to go and put some of those things into action, because that's when things start to change, isn't it? And I think, that you started off by talking about curiosity, which is one of my favorite words. And I think that I think we stay youthful as well as all the other things you talked about by staying curious. That's what children are, isn't it? And as long as we're curious, I think that makes for a great life. So thank you so much. If those of you watching or listening have really resonated with something that Vashali said, then check out her links. They will be below here. Mine will be there as well. And why not get in touch? Say hello. So thank you so much, Vashali. I really appreciate all of that and more. And thank you everyone else for watching.
Thank you.